Look, we all need help at some time in life. I'm talking to that individual who is too proud to ask for help. I'm talking to that individual that keeps trying to do it their way, but you're going in a cyclical pattern and nothing's changing for you. Wake up. You need outside perspective. You need guidance. You need counsel from others who have either been there and endured it and overcome it, or who are further ahead on the journey that you're embarking on to aid you and guide you in your own personal journey. It's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. It's actually a sign of strength and maturity to realize that you can't do it alone. You're not made to do it alone. Everybody who's achieved success, everybody who's achieved greatness had a good coach, had good mentors, had good support in the process. Now, for me growing up, I come from a household riddled with drugs and alcohol. I went through a really dark period of my life where I battled my own depression, my own addiction, my own troubles. And if it wasn't for my Uncle Mike, who was always there to remind me, Sean, you're better than that. Sean, you're a good person at heart. Sean, don't forget about that kid that loves surfing, that loves sports. That's your real self. Like, he always reminded me of who I really was. And when I went to prison and I was able to let go of the past and go through this stage of acceptance and get real clear on what I wanted out of life, that young boy was still there, alive within me. He kept that person alive through his words, speaking to that person. He didn't speak to the person that was struggling, the person that was addicted, the person that was lost. He always spoke to my higher self. And that's what I try to do for you guys. I want to speak to your higher self, not the person who's suffering or struggling. Because guess what? That's part of life and you're going to endure that. You're going to go through it. But as long as we never forget about who we want to be and we're willing to work hard to get to that person and live that life, you still have a fighting chance. So when you see these videos, when you see me on social media, I'm always talking to that higher self. I want to breathe life into that person. I want to help that person to come alive inside of you and to move forward past this stuck point that you're in. Sometimes we need help. For me, when I got out of prison, I was transitioning back into a whole new world. I had been gone for only 5.5 years, but a lot had changed. I never had a smartphone. I never had Instagram. The world was a fast-paced world, and I was coming out of a very predictable environment. Thank God I had a place to go stay, and I was able to live on my aunt and uncle's property. I had so much support from my family. They just wanted to see me living a good life, and they always were there to provide love and support unconditionally. But it was up to me to do the work. No one came and gave me a handout. No one gave me a car, a home, money. I got out with $200 in my pocket. And I was able to start working as a personal trainer in a gym after about a month working with my uncle in his tree business, saving up a little money. I took all that money back to Santa Barbara. I got a room, an old beat up car, and I secured a job working as a personal trainer in a local gym. That individual who gave me that job gave me a shot. He saw something in me that told him, okay, this guy's motivated. This guy deserves a second chance. This guy seems like he made some changes. I had been doing the work all the while, but I still needed someone to believe in me and give me that chance. And he gave me the opportunity and I seized it. And I started training clients and getting good results for them. But about a year after that, I left that gym and started my own fitness company. And I wasn't really making ends meet. As a personal trainer, you don't make a lot of money, okay? If you're a bachelor, if you're a young guy, it's fine. You think you're cool, you look shredded, you get to help people get in good shape, and it's a good experience. But if you want to have a career, if you want to be able to provide for your family and really take things to the next level, you need more sources of income. And I realized this. You know, at this time, I had Mason in my life, who was now 10. My wife and I were married, and she was pregnant. And I knew that I had to start generating more revenue so I could support my family the way I wanted to. But I didn't know how to do that. I knew that there was online coaching. I knew there was ways that I could take my expertise and my coaching to more people, but I didn't know how to reach them. And I'll never forget, one day I was downtown in Santa Barbara at Coffee Roasters, and I was doing some work there, and I saw this big, buff, white dude in the parking lot filming a video, walking around talking. And he came in and I said something to him. I made a joke to him. And we ended up talking for about an hour. And he was telling me about how he coaches to take their business online. And he teaches you how to market yourself, how to find your ideal clients, how to build out a program that will serve them. Literally everything A to Z. He taught me it all, right? And at this time I was skeptical, just like a lot of people maybe watching this or who have seen social media, coaches marketing themselves on social media. It's something that people aren't familiar with. They think it's a scam. Like, oh, how can you help people online? Or, oh, they're just out to make money. But the fact of the matter is social media is the biggest platform in the world to leverage yourself, to tell your story. And if people need your help and you can actually help them, it's selfish of you not to go on social media and be more open and vulnerable, right? You going on social media and being honest and open about your past struggles and what you did to overcome them and how you can help people now is honestly your responsibility if you say you're a coach or you want to be. So I knew that. I knew that I had a message that could change the world. I had just gone through 2007 days in prison, fighting negative thoughts, fighting depression, overcoming addiction. Like, do you know what that experience was like? Do you know the resolve I had to develop to get through those times, right? So I knew that I could help people in their lives. I knew how I could help people form new habits, develop a better mindset, overcome these little ailments that were holding them back, and be the person they wanted to be. See, I know everyone has this truth in their heart of who they want to be. I want to help you tap into that person, share that person with the world. That's my mission. So I had the opportunity to work with this guy. But I remember he told me it cost $5,200. And at that time, I had like $1,300 in my bank account. I was not making any money, man. I was making like $2,500 a month, right? This is my first year out of prison, just building up my clientele. Personal training, you don't make a lot of money. You don't. You make probably 25 to 5K max. Anyone making more than that is either lying or they have a good system and they have maybe team members under them. But anyway, so my first thought was, how am I going to pay for this? How am I going to afford this coaching, right? But that's how everyone thinks. I knew what I wanted, and my mindset was, I'm going to do whatever it takes to move towards my goals. So I found somebody that would lend me that money, and I signed up for this individual's coaching, and he taught me everything about social media marketing, how to scale and grow my coaching business, and it changed my life. It changed the trajectory of my life and my family's life ever since. I was not only able to pay my family member back that money easily, but I've been able to help people all over the world with their own personal issues, with depression, with anxiety, with not being the man their family needs, with being unhealthy, overweight, dying, killing themselves, drinking too much. Like, I was able to reach people all over the world that needed to hear my message, right? And I can't tell you how many times I've experienced that, where I invest money in a coaching program, or I seek out a mentor, or I go to an event, right? And I get around people that are thinking at a higher level, people that are more experienced, more knowledge, they have more skills, they have more results. And guess what happens by getting around those individuals? I learn and grow by proximity. Just by being in the room with those individuals, I'm going to elevate my identity. And over time, you keep doing that. And as you elevate your identity, you amplify your results in life. So if you're somebody that wants to achieve more, whether it's in your business, for your family, like being a better family member, for your health and fitness, whatever it is, whatever goals you have, you want to learn a new skill and a new trade, you have to get mentors. Mentors are going to be there to guide you, to give you certainty, to give you a blueprint to follow. If you're somebody that's willing to work hard and you're not going to quit and give up on yourself and you know what you want, this is the quickest way to expedite your results. That wasn't the only coach that I hired, by the way. Since then, I've hired 3 or 4 more coaches that have continuously helped me to take my business and my life in its entirety to the next level. And I see the value in mentorship. That's why I'm willing to continuously invest money and time into working with these individuals so they can help me move towards my ultimate vision. I've spent over $100,000 on mentors and coaches since I've been home from prison. Do you think that's a coincidence? Do you think it's a coincidence that I do what I love, my wife doesn't work, we're building a home, a brand new home, right? We're in control of our future and our life's trajectory. I don't have a boss to answer to. I'm not worried about the economy and the recession. I'm not worried about what president's in office. I'm not worried about crypto. I'm not trying to day trade. Like, I'm not doing all this bullshit that you see people doing. I'm not worried about the government giving me money and collecting unemployment and getting so excited when they up the unemployment. I'm doing what I love because I'm sharpening myself, I'm developing skills, and I'm learning every single day. And I'm paying money to do those things. So many people reach out to me for coaching and they don't take action to be the person they want to be because they're scared to put forth money. That's the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Money is a tool to serve you. Money, you make money so that you can change or improve your life. It's not something to hold on to. It's not something to be worried about letting go of. Use your money to serve you, okay? Use that money to move you towards the goals that you have. If you aren't making enough money now, you need to start developing new skills so you can make more money. You need to get out of that job that's just keeping you stuck and do something you actually love that fulfills you. Because here's the thing. It doesn't matter about the money I'm making. It doesn't matter about even the home. I mean, that's for my family. That does matter. But it's not about the material things. It's about the fulfillment I get every single day getting to serve other people. When I uncovered my purpose in prison, when I worked with those other inmates and I saw them changing the way they talked and their mindset, I saw them losing weight and feeling confident and walking differently and thinking differently about their life. Do you know what kind of experience that was to have guys with tattoos on their face, guys who come from backgrounds where their parents died and overdosed, or, that their parents were in prison their whole life, guys who just felt like they were hopeless, like society didn't care about them and they had no chance. Do you know what it was like to experience working with them and seeing them change their life? When that happened, I knew that I uncovered my purpose. And my purpose is to serve this world with this message because God put me through that experience for a reason. God then brought me home and gave me the courage to pursue my dreams. God brought Jessica into my life so we could have babies together and give them an unforgettable life and share those memories, man. So I could be the dad that I always needed, the dad that I wanted, the person in my heart I knew I could be all along. I was so close to losing that person, but I've had help every step of the way. It started with Uncle Mike. There was counselors and teachers in prison that believed in me. My family members wrote me letters and believed in me and visited me when I was gone. I came home, I had help from that coach. I had help from my first mentor as a personal trainer. I had help from people every step of the way, and it's changed my life. And I continue to openly welcome that help. I'm not here to say, I'm doing all this, look at me. I'm here to say, I'm willing. Show me the path, and I'll be courageous enough to embark upon it every day, and that's my part. I get up early and I work hard, but something greater is at work here, and it is for you too. And when you tap into that purpose and you're willing to open your mind up to these possibilities, your entire life's going to change. And you're going to look back and be able to share a similar message as I'm sharing today, but it's going to be personal to you. It's going to be about your journey, your truth, your passions, your destiny, man. It's in your blood. It's here for you right now. Are you going to accept it? Are you going to accept it into your heart and open your mind to this calling, this conscious, this intuition, this voice that is always there with you? That is your roadmap. That is what you need to start listening to. And that's all I've done. I made a choice that I wouldn't make decisions based on fear and doubt ever again. I started paying attention to that intuition that was calling me to be better every day. And I answered the call. And I've stepped up. And I've done whatever it takes to achieve the result I want. Money hasn't stopped me. COVID didn't stop me. Prison didn't stop me. Breaking bones in my body hasn't stopped me. Family members dying hasn't stopped me. I'm on a purpose-driven mission. How could it? I'd be a phony if I allowed those things to stop me. This is my heart and soul, and I'm going to spill it out to you on this channel, and I'm going to tell you what you need to hear to change your life. Get some help. Be honest with yourself, and become willing to do whatever it takes to achieve your goals. Let's go, baby.